Is it?
The relationships you build, like if it's easier to like rise together than by yourself, I feel.
Also, just on that note, I would like to ask, like, what are your favorite movies? So we can start with you.
Oh,
Can we hold on? Wait, my butt is numb.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long are you gonna be sitting in that position for? You're really sitting on the edge.
there's too many movies though. I'm a big movie buff, so
There are
like
too many films,
You
it's
can't
true.
just pick one.
Okay, top 3-ish?
That's still even harder. 'Cause,
Just the first few that comes to mind, I guess.
Super 8 by J.J. Abrams.
Okay.
I love that movie. Tarzan, the Disney Tarzan.
The remake?
The real life action?
No, the Disney, the
The
cartoon
animation.
one.
Okay,
Cartoon.
cool. I was like, Margot Robbie?
Yeah.
She's pretty, so.
Yeah.
Honestly, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I was like, because that came out when I was like 15, 16. So I got to experience. So I get to it's that sort of thing where you get to experience the journey in cinemas by yourself, where you're waiting to watch the next one, you know, instead of like how the old ones where it's like your parents already had them all, so you just watch them. Yeah, and it was really nice like to see a new Star Wars movie made now, where it's like completely differently made from the originals and the prequels and all that. So yeah.
So were you following the previous trilogies?
Yeah, I've already seen them all. I've always been a big Star Wars fan, but it's just that one. I think I saw that in theaters like 10 times.
Wow. Right, you went back 10 times.
Yeah.
Ish. Wow, that's pretty good. You probably added to a bit of their box office numbers then. They did pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay. Lloyd.
So I'd say I have a tie between my favorite films. They're not at all similar. It's a tie between Reservoir Dogs by Tarantino and the Grand Budapest Hotel by Wes Anderson. So vastly different films. My first short film, Mad Dogs, which Terrell starred in, was an attempt at combining the script essence of Tarantino films with the aesthetic of Grand Budapest Hotel. We did that without a production designer, so it was pretty much just a Tarantino-esque film. Yeah, it was a fun experience. Terrell and Patrick, the co-star, did very, very well in it. It was I think a little bit too much of an undertaking for me, because there were a lot of roles that we just didn't cover, and so there were a few departments, especially in production design, where it was lacking. So the whole aesthetic just didn't work at all. But yeah, it was a very good learning experience. But yeah, anyway, back to the question. Those are my two favorite films.
No, that's cool. So that was your first film that you made?
That was my first proper short film. I've done like a few I guess I'd call them like skits and everything that I put on YouTube and everything. But
Look them up.
What's your channel?
Oh boy, it's I think I've unlisted a few of them. They're very embarrassing.
Okay.
But that was the first short film I had ever filmed.
Oh, right.
I was like 17. Yeah, 17 at the
So
time.
it's both of your firsts.
Yeah, it would have been.
Okay. It's out by now, yeah?
Oh yeah. It's on. I think it's unlisted as well.
Yeah, he sent me the YouTube link, and it was just like private video, and I was like,
Oh, I was
No
gonna go
one
grab the
didn't.
trailer or something and check it on here or something.
Yeah,
Actually, I think it's on my
Oh yeah, you put it on Vimeo.
On
it's
didn't
on
you?
my
Yeah,
Vimeo. It's on my
Is
stuff
it something
now.
you guys are proud of? Ish?
I'm proud of it.
I'm very proud of it. I think that it's one of those things that you kind of look back at and you're like, it was extremely. Like you had to have worked on it to excel, you know.
As an actor, it's like you watch something and you're like, oh, you're shit in that, but then someone says you're really great in it, and you're just like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of compliments off that, and then next one I did, which he was also working on, Tyranny.
Tyranny. Ah, that's right.
Yeah, so I did my first two short films. He was working.
I saw you like a week later on set. And I was, what are you doing here?
Yeah, so
You following
I'm
me?
working. Yeah.
Wait, but aren't you the director of Tyranny as well? Or no, it's
No,
someone
no.
else was.
It was someone else's one.
I was the clapper.
All right, so you found him first. You can say that.
Yeah, no, I heard from the director of that short film, hey, we might be, stealing Terrell from you to put on ours. I'm like, okay, don't
I only
do
had
that.
like
He's mine.
I had like 3 lines on that one though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, are you like thug number 2?
Yeah, probably too.
Stealing? There's no such thing as stealing.
No,
Come on, guys.
But yeah, it was. While there were absolutely parts of that I was like, I should have, had that base covered, should have done, more of this, more of that. It was a great learning experience, and it was very nice working with.
It was very good. First short film for me, knowing it was his first short film as well. I thought it was very well done and put together.
Okay.
Like in the editing room, it came along really well. So yeah.
It was a sauna though.
It was a song.
We were filming in one office. Like I'd say 90% of the film took place in a single office space. The rest were just like cutaways.
3 lights, 10 people in it. It's like this big square, and it's like all cut off. There's no aircon.
We were filming on a weekend, so there was no one in the building, so there was no aircon, and we were just there.
Take care of your actors, Lloyd.
Yeah.
It was like in January or December or something.
no.
We at one point we were like rapping, and we were like, great, it's done, and we left for 10 minutes, and the script supervisor realized that there was one line we didn't cover. So like, guys, we got to go back in, and everyone's just like, no, please, we're so hot. Yeah.
And he was making me wear like the ugliest long sleeve shirt because he was trying to copy Reservoir Dogs sort of style stuff, and I was just like,
yeah. Well, that was like in the same vein as the Grand Budapest aesthetic of just like kind of 70s, 80s vibe, and yeah.
And then there's this one scene where he's like he couldn't find actors, so he just got like the crew. And they just got stockings on their heads going in a car, and they're across the street with like, and they couldn't find a suitcase, so they just got like one of the lens cases for like the drugs. And then the crew member's just like, I'm doing the voiceover, and then the crew member's like this with the case. He's like that across the street because it's a long shot. I was laughing at that because it's funny. So I was like, wait a minute,
that guy.
Yeah,
Being resourceful, why not?
Yeah, there definitely needed to be a lot of that.
Well, the number of times like crew members have like gone in to become like extras or featured extras is.
Or directors that like to cameo.
Yeah.
you didn't cameo in this one though.
I didn't cameo in this one, no.
We need to get you to cameo on Spaced Out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in my episode.
I cameo in everything. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Good.
So your movies.
Okay, mine are... You guys are going to be unamused with me. Okay, so Silence of the Lambs is one of my favourite. And this is such a weird, like, a movie to compare, but I love Camp Rock.
Wow.
Lauren's just like,
Silence of the
Camp
Lambs.
Rock?
Camp Rock. I want to see those two films.
Yeah,
combined.
just put those two together. Sing or else you're dinner.
Just see Hannibal after walking through the camp like.
I was scared to say it, but it's true. I can't, I was a Demi Lovato fan, alright? I love High School Musical too, okay?
Wow, imagine if one day you did like what he did and combined the two together into the one
That's
film.
what I reckon you should do.
We should do a musical
That's the
episode.
next project. Yeah.
Wait, I think we came up. We said something like we said we should do an episode where it's horror because at the end of this,
Horror, yeah.
At the end of the short film, we're in a retirement home. So we're like, what if we like became psychopaths and just started like killing the old people and feeding them to people?
I love horror movies too.
There's a bit of like Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, but like do a slapstick horror comedy where it's like we got chainsaws and it's like.
And it's so big and
Sweeney
it's funny.
Todd.
Yeah,
but
Sweeney Todd.
instead of pies, it's drugs.
That's
Oh boy. Oh my god.
Coming soon. All of those ideas.
Stay tuned.
I'm kind of scared.
Yeah.
This is scary, yeah. Just
Copyright.
the concept and yeah.
No, I think it's good. If it scares you, it's something that you should do.
I would love, because I heard about the ideas that you guys were having for a horror episode.
Horrors.
I would love to see that.
There's a thing though, horror, like, yeah, it may be scary, but
It's
when
so
I
hard
go,
to pull off.
when I go to a horror movie, I don't like get scared. I'm laughing. I'm like, this is
I saw the
hilarious.
new Annabelle and I was like, I think I know how these are made, so that's why I'm not scared by them anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so horror movies don't affect you guys at all.
No, I'm a big wimp.
Okay,
No,
same.
I can't.
Yeah, I know,
There's
me
certain
too.
horror movies, like James Wan horror movies.
Yeah.
Because he just knows how to like make something intense.
Yeah.
But then
Which ones has he done?
he did
Conjuring or something?
Conjuring 2.
Oh, okay.
What's the other ones? It's it's when like the sun floats off and stuff.
The sun floats off.
No. Insidious.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Insidious 1 and 2. Yeah.
Sounded like a musical there for a second, but the sun just floats in singing songs.
But like the way he directs it is just so like scary.
Yeah.
Because it's not jump scares, it's like it builds into it. And then fucking music, it's just scary.
Can I just ask though, if I was to put you guys in a scenario where it was a music episode, how would you react to that? Because I'm a musician.
I grew up in theatre.
Okay, great, good. Because I'm a musician, so like this.
Actually, let's totally do this right now. Cause
wait, what are we doing?
Let's lock this in.
Because sometimes we do that as well. Like if we have actors or whatever, we just get them to do a scene or something. So
Oh my gosh.
we've
You
got
guys
like
wanna
about
sing for us?
10 minutes.
I'm going.
Yeah, come on, do an improv. You guys can like each other, and you can like do a little direction or something.
Improv as their characters, or just improv just some like random?
I want to hear singing.
Yeah,
can't sing
using one of
well.
the ideas we had just now. Or something.
Okay. So yeah, I was thinking as your characters, you know, Flux and Acid, and we've got wonderful Lloyd here who's going to be stepping in as an actor. So the scenario is that you guys just got your first job because you were struggling with your other job with Dirk, and it's at McDonald's. You know, got to start somewhere, so might as well start there. And Lloyd's character is just a bit of a customer that's a bit of a pain. He's just giving you a bit of hell type of thing, and you guys are just trying to the best way to adapt and approach this customer. You know, Flux, you know, he probably wants to eat a bit of food, get a bit distracted, do all the things that he loves, just try and invoke that silly childness into it. He just thinks it's fun and games. And Mr. Terrell, yes, Acid, you know, he's trying to deal with the situation as well as best as he can, and just try and make sure Flux doesn't do anything silly of some sorts. And yeah, to see if you guys can come up with a scene and just explore that as a whole.
Hi, welcome McDonald's. What can I get for you?
Hey, could I, could I just get a 6-inch meatball on wheat bread?
Yep. Flux! 6-inch meatball and wheat bread.
Yep.
That'd be $12.99.
Great. Do you want to know what vegetables I want on it though? Salads.
Flux salads.
Green stuff.
Can I also get? Do you guys have Tui's here?
No, I think we only got 4X.
Okay, can I just grab a 6-pack of that then?
We only sell on the cans.
Fine, I'll grab one of those.
Flux 4X can.
Yep.
6, please.
Yep.
And could I just grab some chicken tendies?
We're all out.
What do you mean you're all out?
He ate them.
It's 10 a.m.
Is it?
It's only Tuesday.
Is it?
Does he work here?
Yes.
Okay, what do you have that's similar to both of those things?
Nothing.
Was it he? Did he?
No, I ate them.
You can have this.
What is that?
This is the donut with the butt. And that brings us to the end of another episode of The Convo Couch. Again, I'm Lawrence.
I'm San.
And I'd like to thank our guests this week for coming along from the extraterrestrial film / web series Spaced Out.
Don't forget to check out their profiles on the links below and subscribe too. See you next time.
Bye. Annyeong.
Arrivederci.
Bye.
So I just have to ask you guys, I know it's really hot, sorry about this, but just give me...
Oh, sorry, we're supposed to be focusing on that camera.
Absolutely not.
Don't mind.
We're just trying to do tips here as well. If you have any tips as an edit, as a director, as editor, as an actor, just one tip. If someone's starting out, you could give to people just as, and I'll let you.
Okay. My tip, I would probably just say be passionate and do it for the right reasons. Don't get corrupted by the world of the film and television industry.
Nice. My advice as both an editor and a writer is to just find people who are creative and passionate and can fill out the roles, the other roles that you don't have the talent for on a film set, and just work with them and just make what you can, because getting started, just, you know, creating what you can is the best way to get started, because you learn so much from these experiences. You know, even if what you make isn't amazing, it's still fantastic to have those under your belt, and it helps so much.
My advice for actors is probably just keep hope, have faith. I mean, you're always in competition with yourself, and it's something that Matthew McConaughey said, which I like to follow, is that you're chasing you, but in 5 years. So when you get to you in 5 years, you're not chasing that person anymore. You're chasing the person that's 5 years in front of you. So yeah, just keep the hope.